Greetings, YouTube. Once again, happy Thursday as I take a break from responding to some very panicked students who are trying to figure out, as I am, how I'm going to teach online for the rest of the semester. There's a couple of big updates today in the game that I don't want us to miss. One of them is cautiously optimistic and also kind of confusing, and the other one is what you see in front of you underlined. So we had this Alliance War season payout delay message come in our in-game inbox noon Central Standard Time when the in-game news normally hits. And it is absolutely imperative that if you are tempting, or if there's some kind of offer, if there's a temptation, I should say, for you to leave your alliance, that once the leaderboard is fixed, the payout shall occur if summoners have stayed in their alliances to receive those season rewards. So, needless to say, you can go through an entire season of Alliance War, leave, have a delay in the payout, and then not get the rewards. And I can all but guarantee there are at least going to be a couple people who reach out to me after this is over, super upset that they don't get their rewards because they did not read the fine print of this message. So, keep in mind, even if you're super miserable and you're waiting for that alliance divorce where you can separate yourself and join a better union, you got to wait to do it, or you will risk certainly getting your rewards. So that is one of the two big takeaways from today. But the other takeaway, which probably deserves its own video, but screw it, we're throwing it in with this one, is the historic ramifications of a 6-star Starlord in the game now. Now, of course, Starlord needs to be awakened. And so you have that 0.3% chance if you're Cavalier and the featured Cavalier Crystal to pull Starlord, and then you have to awaken him by somehow, if you're lucky enough to have a tech awakening gem at your disposal because you've completed one of, two possible content to get that. But the other thing is, how is it possible? Because Starlord is still one of my favorite champions, and in terms of ramp-up damage, eventually you can still actually enforce on the defender some of the highest damage in the game. How is it possible that Kabam is allowing a 6-star Starlord, but they won't still allow a 5-star Wolverine? And I guess to a certain extent I understand it, but of course, at some point I still want to see a 5-star Scarlet Witch. Kabam Mike has said in the past on forums that he doesn't think that will ever happen, but one can hope. This is also the kind of champion, Kabam, that would go a long way to putting in the new version, when you come out with it, of the 6-star featured crystal. A lot more than 6-star Kamala Khan. You know, it's kind of frustrating for the community, and I echo this, that when there is a close to God tier or God tier 6-star that's released, it's so Kabam can make money, and this is the case where this champion really needs to be awakened. I would imagine a rank 3 6-star Starlord is going to do some crazy damage, but also Starlord does have limited utility, and he was one of the first champions that I learned the hard way what RNG is, because on that special 2, you can't control what comes out of it. You just got to hope that you get the power drain, for example, at the right time. I do think Starlord would benefit big time, but there are so many more champions that need a buff that he never will. If you could control that special 2 somehow, sort of like you control Black Widow Clairvoyant when you inflict bleed or poison or incinerate, I think that would go a long way to the overall effectiveness and confidence of people who still say, for the most part, unless you're my Battle Room bestie Kate Candy, who still has a rank 5-star Starlord that I know she's not the biggest fan of, but Starlord can do pretty much everything Starlord needs to at rank 4. He's one of those champions that still is just fine there and doesn't need that extra buff. So, 2 big takeaways on this Thursday. Number 1, got to stay in your alliance because the rewards are delayed to earn the rewards, even if you plan on leaving. Until those rewards hit your in-game inbox and you've claimed them, don't think about leaving. And then the second is 6-star Starlord in the headphones crystal. Really, really shocked that it's possible to get him still think this should pave the way for 5-star Wolverine, but they keep dragging their feet. The last thing I want to say as this video comes to a close is I have received a sudden influx in complaints about parry, the parry mastery not working. Even if parry comes on screen when you have that perfect, well-timed block, the word parry will pop up, but the defender will not be stunned. And no, this is not just on, of course, stun immune nodes or even limber nodes. So are you seeing this too? Is this something that needs to be addressed in a video? If so, comment below, let me know. And as always, thank you for watching and supporting my Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel. 2 big takeaways today on this Thursday. Time to discuss them and see what you think.